Okay, as promised, I'm going to show you something special. So, at my friend's, he thanks me for helping him out all the time. But every time I come here, I touch something that I have never touched before. So, let's get started. It's a clock that he recently purchased. The doors. It's got two doors that open, and then there's dancers that spin around, and there's a cardboard painted background. That way you don't see the movement of the clock, but you should be able to see that cardboard painted background. But I've never touched one of these clocks. It has a BADUF movement in it. And look at the topper. This thing is beautifully carved. The the neck area of the deer, it's like the deer's got its winter coat on or something. Beautifully carved.
But filthy.
Hunter style, after the hunt, musical cuckoo clock. And here's the movement. Look at the music box. It's in there sideways, and there's a lever right here that goes into the cam, the notch B of the gear, and that's got to do with when the music is done. There's also a lever right here that trips the music. It's going to be fun to try to figure this out because it's not properly set. And so we're going to have fun. And he took plenty of pictures, so I shouldn't have to take any pictures. And as you can see, I always love these shirts. This is my 1880 Alexander Fleig clock. That is the biggest cuckoo clock that I have. And it was a shirt designed with my inputs by Seth Linkpelter. It says, "Not for sale, it's my children's inheritance." What better way to show the love for your passion, to advertise your passion? I get people commenting on my shirts all the time. So get with Seth Linkpelter. Let him design you a shirt from one of his, from one of your clocks that you love. You could buy this shirt and many other shirts on Redbubble, and I will leave a link in the description of this video and leave a link to Seth's YouTube channel at the end of this video. If you do nothing else, please hit the subscribe button to his YouTube channel. He is very professional. I wish my videos were as professional as Seth's videos. He doesn't put as many videos out as I do, and that's because he takes the time to edit, to create professional videos. He gives you the history of the clocks, as much history as he knows and can find, but his videos are extremely professional. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to his YouTube channel. Even if you don't order a shirt or have Seth design you a shirt, at least hit the subscribe button. And may God bless each and every one of you. You will see that this here goes into the V of that cam. The whole purpose of this rod right here is to open the doors. That's the only purpose of it. And then there's a different lever that makes the couple spin around as the music is playing. It's a totally different system. But the whole purpose of this rod is to open the two doors. It's going to be fun to work on. BADUF 100 movement. And these wires are extremely thin. Here we have the movement out of the clock, and on each side of this main wire here is attached one of these wires that attaches to those great big doors. But I would just want to show you what happens when the music plays. When the music plays, this wire comes out of this B slot on this wheel, which in turn pushes this wire here that has those two wires that connect to the door forward, which will make the doors come open. And then there's another gear inside there along with this lever right here that makes the dancers move. And when it's all done, this lever goes back into this cam, and then this wire comes back toward the rear of the movement, which closes the doors. There's this thin wire right here that acts to get that lever back inside. This thin wire, which is attached to the screw, comes over, and it is on the left side of this pin that is shoved all the way through this shaft. And that's what gives you the spring action to bring this wire back into the case, but at the same time, these cuckoo levers have to be bent just right. As you can see, the wire don't want to come back, and that's because the cuckoo lever is stopping it from coming back. So once you move the cuckoo lever out of the way, the wire comes back. You see the wire don't want to go back into the notch, but after you mess around with these cuckoo levers, the high note and low note lift lever, the wire will go back into that notch, closing the doors. And these wires are extremely thin. This has got to do with the trip levers for the music box and the governor fan to stop the governor fan while the cuckoo is playing. A very different movement. Doing the function test. the rack is not dropping like it should, so it's dirty. The movement is dirty. It needs cleaned up. But the good thing is the bird rod locking lever is allowing the cuckoo bird to go back. Cuckoo comes out. It's cuckooing. Cuckoo goes back in. One more time. Cuckoo comes out, and it's a plastic cuckoo bird. It's done. Cuckoo goes back in. Kind of a cool system. The man and the woman are wooden carved. They are extremely close together because they're dancing. And the sad part about it is there's a hairspring, like in a hairspring movement. And I'm sure that hairspring is what causes these folks to dance around. And if that hairspring is not adjusted right, then they're not going to dance around. And you know me, I hate hairsprings. Very different movement. And because the wires are not attached, as you can see, this thing falls all the way down. But once the wires are attached to the door, they will not fall. Spring cleaning has never been easier. Visit 2meninatruck.com to learn more. 2 Men in a Truck, your moving and junk removal pros. You see this every day. People are using their phones. Here's a piece of paper or the fast scrolling. This lever here catches a star wheel, which makes these dancers turn. But the dancers are not currently turning because something is off. Service including weekly laundry and delivery. To learn more, visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. We see them every day. People driving using their phones. But I will figure it out.